Hi guys, it's Wiley here, and today you join me for a different video. I thought I would do a review. Um, Basically, I went to see it last night at the cinema, the new adaptation of the Stephen King book, and I thought I'd do my review. Um, it's going to be spoiled. Try and be spoiler free. I'll try not to spoil it for anybody who wants to go and see it. But I went along and watched it, and I thought I'd do a review on it and let people know exactly what I thought of it. So, my overall view of the film, I wasn't very impressed, to be perfectly honest. My reasons for this is, I think they relied too much on jump scares. There was a few jump scares in the film, and I think they relied too much on that. And the problem is, as well, the continuity and the flow of the film didn't seem to be too good either. You know, one minute you'd have a jump scare, you know, and you'd be like scared and whatever, and then the next thing you know, they'd go to a bit where the kids were, you know, okay and fine and cracking jokes and what have you, and I thought that was a bit stupid. You know, it sort of it took away from the scare, which is a bit of a shame. I've read the book, and I've also watched the miniseries. Now, the miniseries gets a lot of stick because obviously, you know, it's not great. I mean, for me, the first part of it is better than the second part. When they're kids, I felt that the kids in this version, some of them were better than the original, but others weren't. I thought the Bill character, he was supposed to have been the leader of the Losers Club. He wasn't really believable, and I didn't really feel that he didn't really come across as much of a leader and what have you, and not very believable as a character. The Ben character, they changed it. They made it different. Like I said, I'm not going to go into spoiler territory, but if you've seen the miniseries, the Ben in the miniseries was much better, in my opinion anyway, was much better than the Ben in this version. Eddy, again, I preferred the Eddy in the original version than this version. I thought this Eddy he wasn't as meek and as mild as the Eddy in the original, and I think that spoilt it a little bit. You know, he swore and stuff like that, which, you know, he had an overbearing mum, you know, which, again, in the original, I mean, okay, maybe he would have swore a little bit more because obviously he's got this overbearing mum and, you know, pent up and what have you, but I just felt that he wasn't as meek and mild as the Eddy in the original miniseries. Ritchie I really liked. Really liked Ritchie. I think he was the standout character. He had some of the best lines, and you know, he actually spoke like kids do. You know, when they're together, you know, and I really enjoyed his character. I thought he played the part really well. The Mike character, again, they changed it, and I didn't like what they did with it. They made, in the original, Mike is you know, a stronger person. In this one, I just felt that they made him a bit weak, which was a bit of a shame. The Stan character, again, I don't think they went all in with him. In the original, Stan's the disbeliever and what have you. And even though he sees things that he can't imagine, he still doesn't believe it. And I thought that the character, you know, this Stan in this one, I just felt that he was too different. The Beverly character, again, in the original, I preferred the original. Beverly, this Beverly was okay, but I think this Beverly was a bit too much. Again, she was too much of a rebel, and she was too much. Because I don't want to go into spoilers. But again, I mean, I don't think that this Beverly was believable. They had the love triangle that's in the miniseries. You know, you got Ben, Bill, and Beverly, and I don't think that was executed very well either, which was a bit of a shame. The Henry Bowers character as well, I think I don't think I liked him either. I mean, yes, he was a bully, and obviously, but I don't know. I just didn't. He was too over the top. You know, he was too over the top to be believable. Also, one of the other things I didn't like about this version of the film, where I liked it the last version, was the original film, well, the original book and the original.
You ranting again?
No, I'm recording. So with the original book, and the original miniseries, it was set in the 50s, 60s. This version is now set in the 80s, and I feel that it shouldn't have been set in the 80s. It felt too much like Stranger Things. Now, don't get me wrong, Stranger Things is a very good, very good TV show, but I think that they tried to be too much like Stranger Things, and I think it spoiled it. Pennywise himself, I wasn't impressed too much. I didn't particularly like the CGI. The CGI was a bit over the top. There were a couple of bits that were quite good, but overall, I wasn't a big fan. I preferred the Tim Curry version. I think the Tim Curry version was more menacing, but in a nicer way. I know that sounds really weird. This Pennywise, you can see straight away that he's evil. There's no, lulling into a false sense of security. Whereas with the Tim Curry version, he sort of lulls you into a false sense of security. You think that he's this clown, and you think that, he's nice and this, that, and the other, but underneath he's not. He's this evil, and he wants to eat you. So I wasn't impressed with that as well. And the thing is, the problem is, having to fill Tim Curry's shoes, is a big ask. So my overall rating of the film, I think I'll give it a 6 out of 10. There were some bits of the film that I liked. There were other bits of the film that I really didn't enjoy. Do I recommend people to go and see it? Yes. I think the thing is as well, what people have got to realise is you can't really compare it too much to the miniseries, because of the fact that that was made for TV, and this was a big budget movie and what have you. So anyway, that's my review of it. Drop a like on the video if you liked it. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought. If you've seen the film, what you thought of it. Let me know what you think. I'm telling if I'm right or wrong, or if you agree with me or if you disagree with me. That'd be awesome. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye out. Bye guys.